there, it's Mrs. H. Today I'm going to talk about how to get to Google Classroom. Now Google Classroom is going to be the main platform that we're going to be working from. So assignments are going to be there, your agendas will be there, notifications or announcements can be there. So it's very important to get very familiar with Google Classroom. Google Classroom will also be where you will be submitting your assignments to me. So let's go ahead and we're going to get started. Now, there's a few different ways to get to Google Classroom. I'm going to start off with just the desktop. So here I'm just at the desktop, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just click on my Gmail. Now here's my Gmail. Again, remember Gmail is the same as email. And when I click on here, if I want to get onto any of my other Google kind of account or icons, then I click over here to the little dots that make up a square, and it says Google Apps. So to get to any of my other Google Apps. Now, if I click on my Google Apps, here's all the Google Apps that I can be using. So I have Gmail, I have Drive, I have my Classroom, Docs, Sheets, Slides, Calendar, Chat, Meet, and those are going to be the main ones that we'll be using. So let's go ahead and we're going to get started here. So to go ahead and get started for the Classroom is I want to go ahead and click on Classroom. Okay. Now, I have been invited to a Classroom. So if I take a look here and it says Minions 2020-21, that's the new year, which is right now. And this is the Google Classroom that I will be using because I am Gru Minions. That's my fake student's name. So this is the Google Classroom I'm using. Now, I can go ahead and hit join to join this Classroom. Another way I could have went and done it is, if you notice, like I said, Google Classroom gives notifications to your Gmail. So if I go back to my Gmail here and I see, oh, Mrs. H sent me a class invitation. And that class invitation, if I click on it, it's an invitation to join that Google Classroom. So I could have hit join right here also. Or another way I could be doing it is I could click this little plus button up here and I could hit join class. And then there's a class code that is in my virtual classroom that you would just type in the class code to join the Classroom. So there's 3 different ways that you can join my Classroom. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to click right here. Since I'm here, I'm going to just say join Classroom. So here I am, I'm joining the Classroom. This is because the fact that I've already sent out the invitations to my students' Gmail accounts for them to join the Classroom with me. If I didn't do that, then the best way to add a Classroom would have been with that class code. So here I am, and I'm at my Google Classroom now. So taking a look at my Google Classroom, this is going to be the main spot we'll be going and working out of and having assignments and everything out of. If we take a look at Stream is where I'm going to be putting down our weekly agenda. I already have just a template of my weekly agenda. So if I click on Stream, notice how it says agenda week, and then it says 8/3/20-8/7/20. That's going to be the agenda for the whole week. However, I am breaking the agenda up daily so students can work off of it daily. I will be providing an example of kind of like a daily schedule time-wise. Now, that's just an example. So if it doesn't work for your household, you are welcome to kind of change it around so that way it works for your household. However, what is on these slides for daily will be due daily. So if I take a look at my daily, I just click on it, anything that's in, so here's my Classroom, and when I start clicking on these, let me go to where I need to go. So here's my weekly template. There'll be like a weekly message if there's anything that I need to share. Here will be my daily schedule example. Again, this is not a mandatory. You do not have to go time by time that I suggest here. This is just something that I would be using inside my own classroom, of breaking it down along with breaks and lunch for the students to kind of keep them on track and organized. But if it does not work for your household, you do not have to use it to your household. You can adjust it to fit your household during this distance learning time. And then, so these would be the agendas. So if I take a look here, this is Monday's agenda. I would put the date up here, and then I would have what would be done for each section here. If there's anything that I needed to add here, I put for fun. I'm down here for the Zoom meeting. I would be putting like contact, because every day we'll be having a Zoom meeting, so I'll be putting like the contact information down there for the Zoom meeting. And down here, so that would be Monday and then Tuesday, and each slide it would be a different day for the week. Going back to my Google Classroom, if I had any classwork, I would be going here to classwork. And I'll make another video that talks a little bit more about classwork to kind of show how to submit things and the different things that you can use to submit things. But that is Google Classroom. Again, Google Classroom is very important to know, to be able to navigate. We will be using it throughout distance learning, and we will even be using it once we go back into the classroom too. So, and especially 5th grade, they use it all the time. So we start off in 4th grade, and then we really, they really go off with it in 5th grade. And so